All right. Welcome to episode 5 of Getting Stoned with your host, Stone Petoskey. How you doing out there today, people? I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's feeling some love and feeling some joy and feeling some peace, some easefulness, and that you got a smile on your face, and you got a glow in your heart, and you know that everything is just gonna be all right. Everything is gonna be all right. Yeah, tough times, man. Lots going on out there in the world, and we're just making our way as best as we can, and I send enormous amounts of love and positivity out to all y'all, and I send a big virtual hug. I feel that love, feel that goodness coming at you, man. Feel that coming at you. It's a big dose right there, right up inside of your heart, man. And we got to look out for each other. I think it's our responsibility to look out for one another, and to be kind and compassionate and empathetic to the members of the human family, the Earth family, all of our relations. And Chief Seattle talked about how we're all a strand in the web of life, and I think that's something that I truly believe in, and I do my best to honor that truth. And when I see myself as one strand in that web, it reminds me of how integrated all of life is, right? From the cells in our body that work in all those magical ways to keep us alive and to keep us healthy, to the air we breathe, to the water we drink, the food we eat. All of that is intimately connected to our health, to our well-being, to our happiness, to all of it, fundamentally to our very existence. And I for one feel like if we were all conscious of the fact that we are simply one strand in the web of life, I really believe we would create a completely different kind of society than we have. Our behaviors would be vastly different. The structure, the infrastructure that we set up, everything from our economics to our government to our how we grow our food, how we raise our food, how we educate ourselves, how we take care of the dying, our respect for the elders as well as the children. All of it would be so vastly different if we were connected to the truth of the web of life perspective. It seems to me so much these days is more based in like an individual or a mind yours kind of thing, us them, those opposites, those divisions. It's like divide, make it seem as if it's all separate and that I'm over here and so-and-so's over there, and what's that thing, divide and conquer, right? And I think it's so wild that like the human is on this seeming quest to conquer and rule and control. It's so misguided, really, because in the end, it's just doomed to fail. it's it's a it's a it's a journey that will lead to your demise. It's really I don't know. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, man. It's frustrating. It can make you feel angry. It can make you feel sad or sorrowful. It's very I don't know. I don't understand. Why it is the way it is. I don't think you can ever really. I think it is what it is. Life is life, and I don't personally feel like it could be any different, because this is what is, right? But within that, though, I do believe that if we, collectively were to move our perspective and our view of life and our place in it, then what is would be truly different than what we have done. Although again, I don't think it could be any different than what it is. So it's a real sort of like, kind of a twisted, tangled kind of experience. This life we're living right now, and this industrial age, and it reminds me again that of that basic fundamental truth of impermanence. And so this too shall pass. This nothing is permanent, right? I mean, it's that's just a fact of life, and there's something within that I find very, very comforting, because and how awful really it would be if nothing changed. Yeah, right. I mean, that would just, yeah, that would be unlivable, really. So the blessing is really in the impermanence, even though the idea that my loved one, myself, we're all going to die. That can bring up all kinds of difficult emotions, but at the same time, there's such a liberatedness about that too, right? So I for one, I'm working and believing in us finding a path to that recognition of the web of life, and the idea that this is we're all interbeing with life, and that the idea that the possibilities that could come to be from a collective perspective like that, to me, very exciting, and it's that's why I like to talk about it. That's why I like to talk about it. That's why I like to think on it. That's why I like to try new things, new ways of kind of trying to access that perspective, to sort of like chip away at the illusions of control and domination and separation, because they're lies, and they're stories that the human animal has come up with to maybe to entertain ourselves, right? I don't know. Is it just like Kurt said, Cobain, my man, here we are now, entertain us. That man, what a freaking songwriter that guy was. So smart too, what the stuff he was speaking about, like that song, and the alienation, and again, more back to that, more separation. It's and it's a lie. So we don't get anywhere without this human endeavor, this human story doesn't even get to be spun without the cooperation of all Earth's creatures, great and small. And they just give, without an agenda, without an expectation, without any kind of a demand. The purity of the other life forms can be such an inspiration for us, in my opinion. They simply are, right? There's no neuroticism about that being alive for them, and something to really gain inspiration from. I would say, humans can if we could again tap into some of that kind of that mindset and let go of our false notions of control and be more, in that sort of essence of being. Oh, we'd be way healthier, that's for sure, and we'd certainly stop designing our lives and culture the way we do. We would come up with a completely different kind of cultural design than the one we currently have, which has really only been around for 100 and some years, just a blink of an eye. It's just that little tiny sliver on the clock of history, here on Earth. Industrial civilization is literally that minute, and yet the destruction that we have wrought, not only on ourselves as an animal, but on the Earth itself in this short 150 years, is just, it's unprecedented. So in my view, we've lost our way 100%, no doubt about it. Our egos have just taken over. The narcissism and neuroticism is just all time these days, all time. So think about that and choose to be something different. Choose to be a light of love, and choose to keep your heart open, and your mind open, and explore that unknown. Step into the unknown. Move out and away from your comfort zone. Explore what it means. Go on an adventure. Life is an adventure, and see what the possibilities are. See what we can create together. What's possible, right? Who knows? So let's dream big, I say, and love. Lead with love, not fear. Lead with love. Love and a recognition that we're all a strand in the web of life, and I think only beautiful and good things can come from that. Right on. All right, so we're gonna do a little reading again here, like we usually do, and today I'm gonna read from one of my heroes. Again, like I always do here. This gentleman's name is Leonard Peltier, and he is a Lakota Indian who has been in prison for, gosh, I don't know, the last 40, 50 years. He was at the Wounded Knee incident at Agalala, and he's in jail. Got a life sentence. So, mad respect for this man, and he's taught me a lot. So we're going to read a little something of his from it's a book of his called Prison Writings. My Life Is My Sundance. And Sundance is a tradition within his people, and so you can go look it up. You can read about the Native American Lakota Sundance. It's a fascinating ritual, sacred, profound stuff. So we're going to read from that, and It's goes a little something like this. Out of death comes life. Out of pain comes hope. This I have learned these long years of loss. Loss, but never despair. I have never lost hope or an absolute belief in the rightness of my cause, which is my people's survival. I don't know how to save the world. I don't have the answers or the answer. I hold no secret knowledge as to how to fix the mistakes of generations past and present. I only know that without compassion and respect for all of Earth's inhabitants, none of us will survive, nor will we deserve to. The future, our mutual future, the future of all the peoples of humanity, must be founded on respect. Let respect be both the catchword and the watchword of the new millennium we are now entering together. Just as we want others to respect us, so we need to show respect to others. We are in this together. The rich, the poor, the red, the white, the black, the brown, and the yellow. We are all one family of humankind. We share responsibility for our mother, the earth, and for all those who live and breathe upon her. I believe our work will be unfinished until not one human being is hungry or battered. Not a single person is forced to die in war. Not one innocent languishes imprisoned. And no one is persecuted for his or her beliefs. I believe in the good of humankind. I believe that the good can prevail, but only with great effort. And that effort is ours, each of ours, yours and mine. We must be prepared for the danger that will surely come our way. Critics will attack us, try to distance us from each other, and mock our sincerity. But if we are strong in our beliefs, we can reverse their assaults and grow even stronger in our commitments to Mother Earth, our struggles, and our future generations of children. Never cease in the fight for peace, justice, and equality for all people. Be persistent in all that you do, and don't allow anyone to sway you from your conscience. Sitting Bull said, "As individual fingers, we can easily be broken, but all together, we make a mighty fist." The struggle is ours to win or lose. Wow. Oh, Leonard. You know, again, as I read words, these words from people, it's and you embrace the energy of the word that's been put on paper, and it communicates from them to us, and that's wow. That's some deep stuff right there, and it's, again, it speaks directly to what I was talking about. You know, it's you know, fingers can be broken, but when we join together, we are a mighty fist, and we can smash the oppressors and those who are, you know, in Daniel Quinn's words, the takers, and yeah, it's thank you, Mr. Peltier. You know, I send a prayer out to you in gratitude for your your passion, for your fighting for the people and for Mother Earth. And I know that you're behind bars and you miss your family and your loved ones and walking free. And I send you many thanks and prayers. Man, that moved me, man. That got into me, boy. Woo, that got into me. Oh, man. You imagine being in jail. Oh. Yeah. Not being able to see your family, not being able to walk free on the earth. I don't know. It's untenable to me. All right. So, like usual, we're going to do a little tune here. This one, this is gonna be an original. I don't know what I'm gonna play when I do these things, but I think we're gonna go with a tune just to follow up on that reading. It's a tune I wrote. It's called "Immigrants," and it goes a little something like this. I'll try not to mess it up. If I do, bear with me, y'all. All right, here we go. Immigrants. Columbus sailed the ocean blue, discovered America for me and you. At least that's what they taught us in school. Then one day you realize you've been played like a fool. There was already people living here. We took the land, brought lots of fear. They tried to run, to fight or escape. We just brought more guns, disease and hate. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. Living in the African homeland. Then we came along, made our demands. They were stolen, put in locks and chains, used like animals in our hate games. Lincoln took his pen and set them free, but that did not cleanse our bigotry. 1964 signed a civil rights bill, and today the penitentiaries are filled. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. Build a border come out, they come anyway. So we scream and shout, hey, they don't got no rights. Well, who are we? So full of our hypocrisy. Rich men bicker on Capitol Hill. The politicians are, the corporations chill. They take the jobs, don't pay no tax. How soon we forget what goes around comes back. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. We are all immigrants. All immigrants. All immigrants. Oh, man. We are all immigrants, people. We are all immigrants. Yeah, don't forget that. Yeah. Well, all right. I want to say a big shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening, for tuning in, for giving your precious time to me and this endeavor of mine here. And I send an enormous amount of love and gratitude to all y'all. It's from the bottom of my heart. Stay human, y'all. You know, peace, shaka, rock and roll. Much love, much love.